Hey guys, I hope you're well. My name is Blakemore. I teach, travel and sometimes triumph. And this is going to be a teach video. This is the first teach video that I've created for a while, and it's going to be a follow-on to my new teacher video series that I've been creating. If you are new and haven't seen any of those videos, feel free to click on the link above or down below to click on my channel, and you can see some of the videos that I've created in the past. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I create a range of teaching and traveling videos for you guys. So this is going to be a direct follow-on from some of the new teacher videos that I created in the past. And this video we're going to be looking at things that you might want to buy for your first classroom. I remember finishing my teacher training at university and being sat in a lecture. And the lecturer at the time said to everyone within the lecture theatre, you guys might want to consider a mortgage for some of the stuff that you guys are going to want to buy for your class. And although they were laughing and joking about that, I remember being sat there and thinking, surely not. So the first thing that you guys might want to buy for your new classroom is nothing. Truth be told, your schools have a slight duty to provide you with all of the things that you should need for your new class. So, things like pencils, rulers, post-it notes, glue sticks, glue sticks. Schools have a duty to provide those things for the pupils and for you guys. My schools that I've previously gone to have been really good. They've provided diaries, pens for teachers to mark with, and they will provide you with the things that you need. There is a really strong chance that some of the things that I'm about to mention are already provided by your school, so make sure that you check that with your school. That will prevent you from spending an absolute fortune, like my lecturer said, on stuff for your new classroom. However, if you're anything like me, even though I've just said that, you're going to ignore that and want to buy some of the things for your new class. You're going to be excited and will want to start to prepare and prep for your new class. So here's some of the things that I have found useful in the past for my new class and things that I haven't found any schools sort of provide for me. The first proper thing that I'm going to mention is stickers and stamps. Stickers and stamps as a form of reward are fantastic. Who doesn't love a sticker? Now, me being me, I really like the stickers that you can personalize. Those are things from Primary Teaching Service that you can order on Amazon, so I'll post a link down below. And I really like those. The kids really like having the names on the stickers. However, you can find some really good stickers and stamps in shops like The Range. The Range do a really good pack of stickers for £1. Amazon do some pretty cheap stamps. I do have a personalised stamp that I ordered from Amazon, however that is expensive and you can find some really good ones from Amazon as well, so I'll post the link of those down in the description as well. The second thing that I found really useful to have in my classroom throughout the years is Tollsby frames. Now, Tollsby frames can be hit and miss and it completely depends how you guys choose to use them. If you're just using Tollsby frames to advertise the group colours of the tables, there's different ways of doing that. However, Twinkle has some really good resources, Tollsby specific resources that you can put inside these frames. Last year with Year 2, there was a specific group of children that became really independent with using these Tollsby frames. They knew where the resources were and they could pick out the Tollsby resource, change it in their little Tollsby frame, and then would sit that resource down on their table, and it became quite independent. However, you can also structure it so that you've got resources inside the Tollsby frame, and it's just a really useful resource to have inside the classroom. Tollsby frames are great, but could potentially be a waste of time if you don't actually use them correctly. Number 3, storage. Chances are you will already have different bits of storage inside your classroom, so make sure you check to see what storage is already available in your classroom, and also whether or not there's spare bits going outside of the school. Make sure you check other areas of school for storage before you start going and buying some. However, for me, each year I find myself buying little bits of storage because otherwise I end up with stuff all over the place, all over the floors, yeah, things like that. So storage is a really good thing to have inside the classroom and you can pick it up really cheap. I'm not going to link it down below because you can go to places like Home Bargains, again The Range, you can go to B&M. There's so many different options for storage. There are things on Amazon, so check those out. IKEA, there's really good options for storage and it's always worth having a little bit of a shop around to see what things you actually like. Number 4, children's literature. Having a range of children's books available for your class to read, but also to read to your class is really useful as a teacher. I find having a range of children's books available is fantastic because the children then become more and more interested in reading. A teacher who promotes a love of reading is more likely to get children reading in the future, which is fantastic. So it's a more expensive investment, but try and go for pre-owned books, things like that. Build up a bit of a children's literature library. Your school will obviously have some really good books available. So before you go out and buy loads of different books, make sure you check again to see what books your school has available. Now, the next section is going to be less stuff for your classroom, but stuff for you. Things that I have found useful for me to have whilst I am teaching. So these are the things that your school most probably won't provide for you, however, will be useful for the future. That leads me on to number 5, comfortable shoes. I can't stress enough about comfortable shoes and making sure that you have really good shoes for you to walk around in, because you do a lot of it as a teacher. Now, we've all seen that teacher in school who doesn't wear shoes and prefers to walk around and glide around the classroom in their socks. However, have you ever had a child sit down on a chair with your foot underneath the leg? No, it's up there with standing on Lego. It's way up there. So make sure that you've got some comfortable shoes to wear. As a male teacher, I prefer to have 2 comfortable pairs of shoes. That's one tan brown pair and one black pair, but that's personal preference and it's up to you guys. However, comfortable shoes are always something good to have. That leads me on to number 6, water bottles. Teachers do a lot of walking and talking, so it's vital for teachers to have a decent water bottle. You'll find a range of different water bottles nowadays. You'll find the ones where you can put fruit inside and have fruit-infused water. I personally am a big gym goer, so I have a big protein shaker that holds quite a bit of water, so I know that I don't have to keep filling that water bottle up throughout the day. So water bottles, make sure you've got a good one, and that will probably incentivize you to drink more water. It's essential as a teacher. So have a good water bottle. I've lost track of numbers, so that leads me on to the next one, and that's a decent mug. Now, up until about 3 months into my NQT year, I didn't actually have my own mug, and my hot drinking mug of choice was actually, it was like a big jug type thing. It had a little spout thing coming off it and everything. It was a huge jug, and obviously I was the butt of all jokes inside the staff room. However, for me, having a big jug ready to have in the classroom was fantastic. However, some of you out there will be saying, Thomas, health and safety, and yeah, to be fair, that was something I didn't really think about. I did eventually get a big Sports Direct mug, but again, not really good for health and safety. So try and get one of those thermal mugs. I'll post a link down below that have the lids on for those health and safety reasons. It also retains the heat, so there's less chance of you having that cold cup of tea that no teacher likes, really, let's be honest, but we get used to it. Number 8, final one is photos. Now, it's up to you whether or not you display these in your classroom. However, for me, I like to always have some sort of photos available, whether it's in my teacher desk, inside my teaching cupboard. I like to have some photos of my family and just general good times, because there can be some really tough days in teaching. So having those photos available are a really good little support method that I've had throughout all of my teaching. So that ends the video. Fingers crossed you found something a little bit useful. The key message I want to give you guys though is that there are things that you really do not need to buy, because your school will buy them for you. So please, please, please don't go out there spending loads of money on your classroom. You don't need to. Check with your school to see what they will give you. That's going to really serve you well in the future. So if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you've loved it, make sure to hit the subscribe button down in the corner. As I said at the start of the video, I make a range of teaching and traveling videos, so you can check those out in my channel. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one, guys, and for now, I'm out.